If you've been working on traditional banded hip exercises, trying to get better activation, stability, whatever your end goal is, it's very important to place the band around the knees if you're looking for better hip activation. From a strengthening standpoint, we may want to put it around the ankles because we increase that lever. It's a little more challenging, but we can strengthen those muscles to a greater degree. But from a activation and stability standpoint, we're trying to really cue and fire better throughout that glute medius minimus. We're looking at stability through the hip. What we can do is place the band around the knee for a couple specific reasons, but really because that band around the knees, if I just let it pull me, that band is really the only place the knees can go into a valgus position. So when it comes to stability at the hip, it's finding that balance between internal and external rotation. So if we want to call this more of a neutral or good aligned position, that's what we're trying to cue into. So the band is pulling us into that opposite position we're trying to prevent against. So we then can come out here, correct, and cue from the hips. So a couple good exercises we can throw in to really reinforce that position using the band. First one, the hip bias static squat. So all we're doing in this position is just holding the position. We're trying to sit back into the hips, like I said, hip bias position, butt back, body slightly leans forward, and then I'm going to drive the knees out. When I say out, the knees are just aligned with the second toe. Out means not letting the band pull you inward, but you're not overly going out to the side and rolling out in the foot like that. So feet flat on the ground, butt back, knees out. Automatically from there, I feel glutes, skin firing the glutes because I'm preventing against that internally rotated pull of the band. Next step, going into some kind of lateral band walk, okay? If we're looking on maintaining alignment, we can do lateral band walking. So from here, butt back, stepping, and you can see as I do that, especially on this back leg, I'm not letting the band automatically collapse me down, so I'm feeling through the outside of the hip, and I'm going to control over. So different parts of that motion, you're going to feel either one leg or the other leg. Okay, but that's another one. So when it comes to trying to promote good stability and activation throughout the hip, I really recommend this knee placement of the band as opposed to going all the way down. And that's definitely another place if I wanted to work on hip strength, increasing that lever arm, think from the hips all the way down to the ankles, this would be a better strategy to then achieve that.